Well, it's going to be a busy first weekend in May. Cinco de Mayo, Kentucky Derby, both events should have you excited and up on your feet. But if the thought of standing for too long makes you cringe just a little bit, take steps in the right direction to ease that pain. Eliminate the feeling of walking on tacks, stop the burning and tingling sensations. With us, Front Range Medical Center's chiropractor, Dr. Dean Anderson. He specializes in peripheral neuropathy. I usually say that so well, but today I'm a little tongue-tied.
I thought you did good.
All right, let's tell us, what is peripheral neuropathy?
Well, Gina, peripheral nerve damage is nerve damage to peripheral nerves, which are in our feet, our legs, our hands, our arms. And oftentimes when this starts off, patients will notice some form of altered sensation. Commonly, I'll hear patients say, it feels like there's something in my shoe and there's not. They'll feel like their sock is balled up, but it isn't. And then eventually it can become more tingling. They can have numbness, burning pain, sharp shooting electrical pain. And as the condition progresses, it can start to work its way up the affected extremity and really starts to just interfere with patients' daily activities, their enjoyment in life, their mobility, and it's really frustrating.
So what causes this?
Well, there's a number of things that cause peripheral nerve damage, and that's one of the real keys when patients come into our office is we've got to have an understanding. A lot of people are told you have it, but it's idiopathic. We don't know why. With those patients, we spend a lot of time looking at diagnostics, ordering new diagnostics, but the most common cause are patients who deal with blood sugar problems like diabetes or even pre-diabetics.
Okay.
We see patients who have neuropathy as side effects of certain medications, certain chemotherapies or statin drugs or chronic use of antacids can cause it. We see neuropathy as side effects of autoimmune issues patients have, or chronic inflammatory problems, liver, kidney issues. So one of the reasons there's such a large number of people who deal with peripheral neuropathy is because there's a lot of things that can cause it.
So if this is not treated, what happens long term? Obviously some complications, or no?
Well, absolutely. It's more complications of just patients' enjoyment of activities. We see a lot of patients who deal with numbness, so it really affects their balance. A lot of people with neuropathy are fall risks. We see lots of patients who aren't comfortable driving because they can't feel the gas or the brake. And then a lot of individuals are dealing with pain, and oftentimes their pain is worse at night, so they have problems sleeping. It interferes with social activities. They don't feel like going out. They can't enjoy hikes. So the complications or the negative effects it has on their quality of life. So
what's your approach then to this? Seems very confusing, I would think, on a lot of levels. So what do you guys do that is different from other people?
Absolutely. What we do in our office is we have an advanced technology called electronic signaling treatment. It's one of the more advanced forms of electromedicine. Nerves are electrical. What makes this one of the most advanced forms of electromedicine is it incorporates real high frequencies and amplitudes of current to help treat nerve pain. So patients who are coming in, again, are usually dealing with burning, stabbing, shooting pain. And with this advanced treatment technology, we're able to see patients get rid of the burning pain, sleep better at night. We'll see patients who once had stabbing, shooting, zinging type pain, will have an alleviation of those symptoms. Patients who have numbness will regain feeling so their balance can improve. So it really helps with those symptoms of peripheral nerve damage.
Well, you definitely have some happy patients. In fact, let's go ahead and hear from one of them.
I was at a point where a lot of my hope was gone as far as my feet were concerned and my neuropathy. Once I got over the skepticism of, is this real or not, I just decided to try it. At this point, what could I lose? I had severe pain and numbness in my feet, and that started to go away quickly. And so I saw dramatic changes happen over the course of the treatment. My neuropathy is completely healed. I've seen an improvement of 90 to 100% over the course of the treatment.
Okay.
One of the things that I think people need to understand is that a lot of times this comes also with cancer and chemo treatments and stuff like that too. And like you said, it really can affect so many different aspects of their life, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why most patients come to see it. Number one, a lot of times patients are frustrated because, they're on medications for it. Gabapentin, Lyrica, most commonly used, which are beneficial for pain, but patients are frustrated because there's no end in sight, and they're continuing to have to take those medications forever. And they want to have a different alternative. Oftentimes they've been told nothing can be done for them. So a lot of those patients, you know, if the neuropathy is not too progressed, if they're good candidates for treatment, if we can figure out why they have it, then we can address those issues and patients can have really good success with treatment.
Well, let's remind folks again that if this is something that you're interested in or are suffering from any of these symptoms that the doctor can help you with, here's the number is 720-851-9694. Again, 720-851-9694 to give them a call for this. Now, when you talk about this, you obviously are very passionate about it, because I like to hear how you talk about it. What makes your office unique?
Yeah, well, I think what's different, Gina, is number one, we have a lot of experience in treating peripheral nerve damage. The other part of it is what we do is extremely comprehensive, and that's what allows patients to have success. And what I mean by extremely comprehensive is most patients come into us because of the advanced treatment technology we use and the results we have. But I never want to lose sight of the fact that patients have neuropathy for a reason. And so whether they have neuropathy because of blood sugar issues, autoimmune issues, chronic inflammatory issues, we spend a lot of time in the beginning figuring out why they have it. Because as they go through treatment, and the treatment is starting to alleviate their pain, and they get their lives back, and they can sleep, we want to make sure those symptoms don't come back. Right? The way the symptoms don't come back is by also making sure we address those underlying issues that have caused it. And that's what really allows patients to have success, and what allows patients to, once they're done and I release them from care, you know, and I check on them 3 months after, 12 months after, you know, they're still doing really good because we've addressed, you know, the nerve pain and those underlying issues that cause it.
Well, and to keep them out of pain forever. That's the goal, right?
That's the goal. Yeah.
Obviously. Okay. Call for a complimentary screening. This includes a review of your health history and a neuropathy-specific exam to determine if this treatment is even right for you. You can go to the Front Range Medical Center. The number is 720-851-9694, or go ahead and visit denverneuropathy.com. Dr. Dean Anderson paid for today's appearance.